Ang usapin po ng sustainability ay napakahalaga po sa panahon ngayon. Kaya naman patuloy pong lumalawak ang pagtangkilik sa renewable energy.
Kaugnay po niya, makausap po natin ngayong umaga si Mr. James McKay para pag-usapan ang renewable energy at carbon banking. Good morning, Sir James. Welcome.
Welcome to Rise and Shine Pilipinas. All right, let's talk about this Bana grass that I believe is from Australia and then you brought that here in the Philippines. Can you tell us more about that it can be a source of renewable energy?
Bana grass we brought here over 10 years ago to the Philippines to test it. And Bana grass is perfect to produce coal, to compete with fossil fuel, diesel, LNG. So Bana grass, because of the characteristics, is perfect for renewable and perfect for the Philippines to lead the world in renewable. For example, just to give you an example, 25% of your agricultural land, if you converted that from sugar, which you use to make ethanol, and you switch it to Bana grass, the Filipinas will be self-sufficient in oil, aviation fuel, diesel, and LNG.
No need to import.
No need to import, and you'll be exporting. That's just for your local use, 25% of your agricultural. So that meaning 1 hectare of Bana grass is times 5 hectares of sugarcane.
Okay.
So there's a huge world international market.
Okay.
So the Filipinas, because your soil type, everything, so the farmers would know high sulfur, high phosphate, you've lime in your soil, so it grows perfectly. Why is Bana grass different? The root system is 2 meters deep. So when you harvest, the roots are there.
Okay.
So you stop soil erosion, you harvest all year. So the farmers now will have increased their income.
Okay, we're talking about Bana grass here now. So we understand that it will have benefits here in the country moving forward. But how do you see people here in the Philippines will go forward into understanding and living into using Bana grass?
Well, right now you plant sugarcane and you produce ethanol that you mix with your fuel in your car. You plant Bana grass, you don't need to mix. You make your own diesel, which is green, so no fossil fuel.
Okay.
All your power plants here that use coal, you import 14 million tons of coal a year, you import. So for the coal to come from Indonesia, Malaysia, there's a carbon footprint. You're polluting. So if you produce it here, it's green coal, same grindability, same burning value, but it's renewable, it's friendly. And with that 25% of your agricultural land, that's 1.5 million jobs directly in renewable. Directly. So indirectly, you're over 3.5 million jobs. And the people there are not chopping by hand the old way. They're learning now for machines, all machinery, operation like that. So their livelihood has gone up.
Well, you've mentioned that you've been here in the Philippines for 10 years already.
Over 10 years testing, yes.
Testing, so how many hectares have been already planted?
We've got over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
We had to test in the different areas for the soil, for the storm surge, for the typhoon.
Also, that's my follow-up question. Does the climate and the quality of land that we have here in the Philippines match the needed requirements to plant Bana grass?
Well, this is their soil is perfect. High sulfur, high phosphate, and you got lime in the rock. So these are perfect ingredients for the grass to grow. And that's what gives you the advantage to be a world leader in renewable energy. Because Bana grass will grow at a certain temperature, above 16, up to 33, 34, it grows perfectly. So it's Indonesia, Malaysia, or Philippines. But you have the best type of land soil. So your yield is very high.
Okay. All right. Since you tried to test this already for 10 years, how was the outcome of this, and what was the reception of the Filipino people you're working with?
Oh, the current government, very proactive. And very forward-looking. What their understanding is, like President Marcos said last week, to create 3 million jobs. They're doing 7 million homes for the housing. But the key is now to create real jobs where they've got sustainable jobs. So if you're a coal factory, if you're a power plant, your lifespan is 25 years. So your plantation will be linked to 25 years to that power plant. So there's your fuel security, there's your job security. So there's a war, there's any COVID again, then you're safe. So by switching to green, which the President is very focused on, as the DOE is focused on, by switching to green, then you create millions of jobs, but more importantly, you become a world leader for export in. So these coal companies, I'll give you one small example. Tata Steel in Europe, they require millions of tons of coking coal. Coking coal you use to make steel. They can produce that here, but it's green for export to Europe. So your export market is unlimited. But if we switch to green on renewable for coal and for oil for here, that would affect income to the Philippines by about $60 billion a year.
$60 billion.
That would be the advantage. And the jobs are permanent jobs and high-paying jobs and skilled jobs. So it changes. It's a I don't want to use the word, but it's a revolution in renewable world. The whole world is going green, has agreed to go green, needs to go green. The Filipinas can lead and be a world leader in that whole prospect.
Okay, there's this concept of carbon banking. Can you please explain to us this carbon banking?
Carbon banking, I'll simplify it because it can be complex. If you're a company like Shell or Phoenix or anybody, you pollute. Even here, you've all these lights, so you're causing a pollution. So in Europe, all other countries, except for Philippines at the moment, you get carbon taxed for your footprint. So by planting the grass, it's CO2, it captures CO2, it grows so fast. And when you harvest it, the root system is still here. So you get credits for that. World
Carbon credits.
Carbon credits.
Okay.
So carbon credits are a commodity. It's like having gold. So it's our Bitcoin. It's a commodity that you can trade. So I'm Shell, for example, and I've got this big tax bill of $1 billion. Now I can invest in the Philippines and buy their credits. So I invest.
So it's like a sort of investment or something.
It's an investment. So it encourages big companies to invest. So here in the Philippines now, we want to build more coal plants to produce green coal. Where do we get the money? We get the money by government support and registering the credits, and the big companies then invest to build the factories. So that's in a simplest.
Okay. Alam mo, kulang yung oras natin para pag-usapan itong usapin ng renewable energy and also carbon banking. But thank you so much, James, for enlightening us about these concepts and hopefully that more and more organizations and more Filipinos will support, of course, everything for sustainability. We are after that. Thank you very much, James.
Salamat.
Thank you,
Salamat.
James.